You kinda know it when you see it. UVA, which stands for University of Virginia, students tried defining hate speech ahead of Mike Pence's visit. Oh, fucking hate speech. Notice there's no such thing as love speech. Like if you walk up to some big-titted, big-assed chick in a bar and say, hey, listen, I want to fuck you in the ass, you don't get arrested of love speech. Anyway, quick sponsor, then we'll get right into the article. If you think today's technology is bad for privacy, virtual reality will be a nightmare. Along with being addictive, virtual reality is perfect for tracking everything a user does, sees, and feels in the virtual world, which will all be used to tailor laser-targeted advertisements towards them. This is why I won't get online without VirtualShield VPN. Otherwise, my private data can be vulnerable to tech companies and hackers. I highly recommend VirtualShield. Obviously, they're a long-time sponsor of the channel, and they are just great. VirtualShield are offering 50% off this month, plus a free 30-day trial for all new customers. Just go to hidewithbear.com or click the link below to start your trial today. So this thing says, campus reform reporter spoke with University of Virginia students about what they consider to be hate speech. Pence, not Pence, is scheduled to speak at the University of Virginia on Tuesday. Campus reform reporter Alexa Struihar went to the University of Virginia to talk to students about free speech and the First Amendment after the student newspaper made national headlines for attempting to cancel Vice President Mike Pence's event. Pence is scheduled to speak at the university on Tuesday. The event, titled How to Save America from the Woke Left, is hosted by the school's Young Americans for Freedom chapter. On March 13, the Cavalier Daily published an article demanding that the university rescind the invitation and block Pence from speaking on campus. Because he's so hateful. He's such a hateful guy. He's like the most timid Christian punsy motherfucker in the world. Hate speech. How about get f***ed speech? I do not feel comfortable being in an academic environment where anti-LGBTQIAPP plus individuals are welcomed with open arms to speak, the author wrote. We cannot invite people into our home who deny any part of our community or its humanity. The humanity argument. I f***ing hate the humanity argument. You can be gay as f***. You can be as gay as you f***ing want. That doesn't mean you're not a human. You're just a gay human. That's fine. It's fine to be a gay human. She concluded, we can disagree on things like our favourite dining hall or more political arguments like tax policy, but we should not disagree on one another's humanity. Again, you can be a gay human. You can be an LGBTQIA++ whatever human, that's fine. No one's saying you're not human. She continues, the community of trust begins with respecting and welcoming all students. This can start with the YAF, which I don't know what the fuck that means, rescinding its offer. It's the University of Virginia or something. This can start with the YAF rescinding its offer for Pence to speak. However, her opinion was not widely shared with members of the campus community, despite their opinion on the former vice president. Let him say the dumb shit he wants to say, one student told Campus Reform. If it's really that dumb, people will evaluate it that way. And that's fair. That's a fair f***ing statement. Let him say what he wants. Don't ban him, you f***ing pussies. Another student acknowledged the two-way street of free speech, stating that it's okay for students to ask for the invitation to be taken away, so long as the university does not act on it. For another student, the decision is simple. Students who don't support Pence do not have to attend. Yes, exactly. Good job. There's plenty of speakers that have come to the... Actually, I'm not going to do the gay voice for this one, because this guy makes sense. There's plenty of speakers who have come to the grounds that I don't support, and I just simply don't go, she said. It's a she. When asked why students might have an issue with Pence speaking on campus, the replies focused on the possibility of offending different communities. His religious affiliation and his connection to President Donald Trump. Don't say that word. Students then tried defining what constitutes hate speech. One student labelled it as speech that intentionally or unintentionally targets specific groups. What, so you just can't talk about anyone, intentionally or unintentionally, because you might be doing hate speech without knowing it? What do they call that, unconscious bias? Oh, God. Is it just me, or is this really, 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 really dumb? It sounds like Stephen Crowder needs to go here and do one of his change my mind things. I'd watch that video. Another student took the definition a leap further, answering, it's something that the government would look at and say, hey, you're a terrorist. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, if you're calling for violence against people, yeah, sure, that's hate speech. That's the old definition of hate speech. But this new wangle-tangled, you offended me, you offended my group of people. Hate speech is f***ing bullshit. Oh, and you got to listen to this. One student gave a very loose definition, chalking it up to, you kinda know it when you see it. Yeah, well, I kinda know a f***ing pussy when I see it, and you're a f***ing pussy. Anyway, hate speech is ridiculous. There's no such thing as hate speech. I mean, if you're threatening to kill someone or do violence to someone, fair enough, that's hate speech. But if there's no love speech, there's no hate speech. And I try to do love speech on my wife like every 3 days, and she tells me to f*** off. Is that hate speech? Like, if she rejects my love speech, is that hate speech? I don't think it is. I think she's just a bitch. I'm only joking. She's a kitten. She's lovely. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you later. Bye-bye. Ta-ta.
Recession, session. Give me better times, give me better times. Recession, session.